Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Speculated that the accused parents manipulated the trial. Triumphant, this all informs you just encountered conflicted data chunks. I'm reading! Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the others will become invalid immediately. I'd highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed, though this is your decision. Once the information has been passed, there is no way to reverse your choice. Okay, can I not? This picture. No. The case that has been at the centre of media attention for the last month has finally come to an end. Cassandra W. was acquitted of the alleged assault against a police officer before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to lack of evidence yesterday. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered, so lack of evidence. The suspect's lawyer, Joseph Langley, pictured above, welcomed this outcome. At no point has there ever been any valid evidence that my client was guilty, at no point at all. The revered defence attorney commented during a post-trial press gathering. The defence successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide of the proceedings. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment in hearing the result of the lawsuit. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in their favour. The victim, a father of two young sons, was rushed into the hospital after the incident in mid-July, where he is still in an induced coma unresponsive to treatment. Cheers. So, the family, who might have been thinking, cynical hat on, might have been thinking, so show conflict, it's just these ones, might have been thinking, oh, we might be able to sue and get a load of money, are now saying, oh, maybe they influenced. Like, there's no evidence backing that. I think we have to go with the due to lack of evidence, which is a statement of events. That's a conclusion of that's true, whether this is false or true. So, wrong profile. Oh, yes, I need to put on the right profile. Due to lack of evidence. This is what I figured. A pity that CCTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Okay. Products. Watergate Pharmaceuticals enriches lives with our industry-leading range of products, making an important contribution to your well-being. Metharin Blue, Hoxatil, cough drops, Compensum, migraines, Focusil, concentration, Furol, arthritic, Metharin, antidepressants, Spirun, Oran painkiller, dissolves in water, yay. Zamarilin, soothing pains with good night's rest. Okay, nothing there. Ooh, company. The name Watergate has been inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is one of the nation's leading companies in the area of medicine, and at the same time is the largest medication exported to all areas of the world. Watergate family, owning and managing ever since foundation in 31. Bruno, that's your dad, I assume. Can I not? No, just tie in. Oh, well, I'm only assuming. Grandson of the founder Edgar, apart from working in the family business, also the founder of the Central Pharmacy Congress, and head of the charity foundation Children of Pargis. Dr. Alice Watergate, head of research and development, co-partner of the firm with her husband, holds a PhD in biology and chemistry. So that's one PhD or two? I don't know. Ah, Miss Cassandra. There you go, junior COA. Appointed to be a COO of a pharmaceutical company, probably by one of her parents. I would guess so. Being an artist and a junior COO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she had quite a dull job, didn't she? Yes. Alice and Bruno's daughter, Cassandra, will soon be joining the executive ranks. And I see, keeping a family affair. Is that a new... Documents that you've already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to take a look and see if there's any new information available. Is that a new picture? That's a new portrait. Can't I just tie that into... Oh, because this isn't a new portrait. That's my thing. Right, let's finish looking at this website. Jobs. Ah, right. Yes, this is what we want. Urgently looking for a COO to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. Yes, there's you. You're gone. Or maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. Currently, I'm thinking that our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change, don't you agree? Let's find out what happened in between those two lives first. What may have caused this radical shift? Okay. These are just various bits of it. Many years of work experience in leading, deep knowledge of the pharmacy market. I don't think she has all of those. She had all of those. Right. No. What was I doing? No. No. Can I grab you? I assume I can't. I mean, it's only your face. It's only what you look like. Headlines. Crime rate continues to drop. The Ministry of Security has presented latest numbers on crime statistics in the country. Never before have there been so few violent crimes. Which happens to be released on the day of a... On Thursday morning, the Ministry of Security published the new crime statistic report for the preceding year. According to the report, the number of recorded criminal offences decreased by 4.8% in comparison to last year. The crime rates have been continuously declining over the past several years as a direct result of the implementation of the Safety Bill. Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix appeared very pleased by these numbers and declared this development an outstanding result of successful safety policy. When confronted with the recent assault in Bolton, she once again admitted the ambitious goals of the government had not yet been fully accomplished. She further mentioned that activities are currently being established, which will have a considerable impact preventing further incidents. Which I assume is us, isn't it? Right, Safety Bill. The Safety Bill. The Safety Bill is a collection of safety-centred laws and statutes created with the ultimate goal to protect the freedom of the nation's citizens. Central to the Safety Bill is the simplified, sped-up process of taking investigative measures against criminal suspects and their prosecution, as well as the provision of an increased budget for safety-related expenses. The Safety Bill also paved the way for stricter regulations concerning immigration and general travel into or transiting through the nation. It also became mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded as potentially dangerous. Since the Safety Bill has come into effect in 2011, the total number of acts of crime and terrorism committed have been decreasing continuously, and the trend is ongoing to date. And then there's something about this Pargas stuff. Right. Cassandra's timeline. Right. Well, your birthday. I don't know why we don't already have this. Oh no, wrong thing. I don't have you attached to a person yet. So we have you. I don't know why these aren't on various other databases that we easily have access to without hunting this on. Status: you're invited to tea inside the rabbit hole. Interests: art, music, activism. Yes, I'm sure. Art, music, activism. What a lineup. Ooh, first day in freedom. Far away from the shackles of Watergate. Farmer. What? Who's going to pay for your stuff now? Mummy and Daddy won't like this. I don't know why you can't... Like, that's date. This sort of stuff is information. Ooh, okay. Despised puppets of the state, you have finally managed to destroy us utterly. There is nothing left to do but to congratulate you. These are my personal wishes to you from the deepest abyss of my heart. Yes. Sweetie, what's the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. You got to get out from time to time. You'd feel much better. Mary, just shut up. I'm not in the mood for your stupid act. I'm sorry you still care about my best friend, no matter how often she says to. Ooh, Cassandra is in a relationship with Joseph Langley. Yes. But they're a lawyer? Might be noteworthy. Yes. We've already looked at this. I don't know. The poll actually wrote about me being redeemed of all this. But surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculations of my parents buying me out. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? At least you are redeemed now. Want to blow off steam together with a little late night shopping mall? Not today, I have a date this evening. Ooh. Heroin 1,000 cans on the plaza, but no proof. That concert was amazing. Yeah, so it's kind of this friendship that's been falling apart, hasn't it? Canan should be known to the world as Catharthus. Okay. We've got a new person as well. An alias name. You know people on the web. So many names, so many identities. My real name's Dragster. It's on my birth certificate and everything. It's always good to record every alias, then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they are using them. So we now have this Juliet Carrington. We don't have anyone else. That's the spirit, kiddo. Now I'd like to invite you to our little activist group. An activist group? Is there anything more specific? I don't know. Oh, great. I'll keep going. I have to grab this. More stuff with Joseph. Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Yeah, don't remind me. You know I have a history of that place. I mean, I probably could I meander off and come back to it now it's started? Enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories, and I was there just moments before this happened. Okay, that's important information, because that's an argument that you didn't do it, meaning your presence there before the bombing could have been coincidence after all. Ha! I'll reserve my thoughts until you find more evidence. Yeah, of course you will. I never should have gone to that protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not me. I was so happy when Goldfels accepted me into thought. It's two new things to look into. One related document. An activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe this is what's influenced her. And who is Goldfels? We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. Think of it this way. If you would not have gone to the protest, you never would have been wrongfully indicted, and then we would have never met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in the papers. You're not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. What? Your card's not working here. Can't buy anything. Have you? Oh dear. Oops. We did that. Have you gone bankrupt or something? Unless you want on a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money there. Yeah, so we'll start spreading things out now. I just have to go without with the wine then. Ugh. Here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule and I can't postpone it. You've got to be kidding me. Very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment misspelled. I like that. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment everywhere. Darling, please just calm down. How can you constantly do this to me? Have you taken your Metharin? Was that one of the Watergate drugs? Oh, it's Watergate. Oh my goodness. How have I only just twigged? What's this Metharin? Can you look that up for me, please? Oh my goodness. It's a so there's going to be some... Based on that... Oh, I don't know. I mean, Cassandra is the... right. Yes, is that the only thing that matters to you, that I'm on my happy pills all day? Darling, please. It's nothing like that, and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Oh my goodness. Don't you understand that? Oh no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm not just important. I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie. Going home now, in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. So, yeah, Cassandra was the prophetess. She was the Trojan princess who Apollo fell in love with, so he gave her the gift of prophecy, which she didn't respond to. So she spurned him and his affections, and so he turned around and cursed her so that she would predict everything accurately, but no one would believe her. And she predicted that Troy would fall and that they shouldn't take the horse in. They did take the horse in, and Troy fell. And then, of course, Watergate is the massive scandal that brought down Richard Nixon. So, just discovered this new band, The Targets. Man, do they rock. Who's coming along? No, they're punks. Not really a fan. Best friend of all times. Yeah. So, oh, and she's still got the picture. But not anymore. How sad. Should I put this up? I don't know. I mean, it is kind of important, but let's... Well, maybe we'll think about that. What was I looking at? One of these, I think, yeah. Oh, yeah, Metharin Blue. Ooh, antidepressants. I wonder if her first attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything then. Perhaps emotions were high if she's reliant on this medication. Projects. Why are you red? Is there something in here I should be reading? Ooh, are there any other things to click on? Oh, positions. 5 pillars. Safety and security. We firmly believe in strict safety regulations and mechanisms to preserve the life and well-being of every individual. A strong economy equals a strong society. This is why we strive for constant healthy growth. Our cultural origins, as well as the significance of family and communal life, must be cherished. Gating immigration from and intervening in foreign countries is a necessity to uphold law and order in our own. Rock-solid education and healthcare systems are the foundations of a great future. People. Robert Blaine. Okay, not Tony. Good. Prime Minister Blaine, as much remarkable visionary as unmatched leader, is a member of the party in the 4th generation. When the surprising death of the previous leader of the party, Mrs. Goddard, left behind a power vacuum, it was the young Robert Blaine who stepped up and was elected as the new head unanimously. Just as in this exemplary case, Mr. Blaine will take initiative whenever possible and is sure not to relent until the party's ambitious goals have been achieved. Arthur Scott Gallagher, Secretary of Economy and Trade. Mr. Gallagher, one of the most seasoned members of the party, is in charge of the Ministry of Economy and Trade. As such, he is directly responsible for reduced tax levels for big and medium-sized corporations, as well as the resulting decline of the unemployment rate. Catherine Delacroix, or Delacroix. I say Delacroix. I'm weird like that, because that's how you'd say it in French. The Ministry of Security. And why are you not saying it if you're not saying it the French way? Why aren't you saying the X? Because Delacroix sounds stupid. Sorry. Dedicated to the purpose of improving the nation's safety on the interior, was formed directly after the elections in 2009, just as originally proposed by Catherine Delacroix. Mrs. Delacroix was subsequently granted the position of the first Secretary of Security. She is best known for the inception of the Safety Bill, elevating security standards in the country to a new level. Peter Faulkner, Secretary of Defence, the Commander-in-Chief of the nation's forces, does not tire to stress the importance of stability in the nation's neighbouring countries. To that end, Mr. Faulkner created the Parges peacekeeping mission, which played a key role in the prevention of terrorist activity occurring on the nation's soil. Right. All of these are red. Join the army of the nation. Oh, that sounds horrible. The party is a big promoter of direct service. Okay, it is just various things you can do. Right. Thoughts are 3. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. That's just back here. So, yes, they're directly quoting Orwell in a game called Orwell about surveillance and studying people. Other thoughts still free.